for the job, all right. Tool. Paws off me! You slap me, I slap you! That's how it works! Your paws off me! Look out, stomach. Here it comes. Want to see how fast I can strip and reassemble this bad boy? Want to see it again? Let's blow these arachnid sons of bitches back to hell! Along came a spider, and Dempsey squished it. The end. Max ammo helps minimize freak bags. What's that smell? Oh, shit. I think it's me. Something bad went down here. I feel it in the air. Let's not stick around too long. Oh yeah, let's piss it off more. I'm sure that'll help. Right, a real fight. Bring it, swamp monster! It's like all my Christmases came at once. I always ask for bullets. Was thirstier than a dog in a desert. That's how Tank Dempsey does it. Ooh, fucking raw! Think we just pissed it off. I don't have time for this, freak bags. I can't see straight. Feel lightheaded. This must be what it's like to be ripped off. Looks like you're caught between a vine and a haunted place, Bone Jaw. Get the hell off me! Really? 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 Hope this doesn't mess me up. Nothing's gonna have have to surgically remove my smile by the time I'm done with this.
Double points!
Oh yeah, great, baby! Saves me doing it.
Insta-kill!
I'm gonna enjoy this. Saw a man get a kill at 2 clicks with one of these. When was I last that far from a freak bag? This is so my kind of indiscriminate. You got some kind of vendetta against me, Fox? Buy me dinner first. Maybe I should go around next time. Gotta take more of you than that to take me down. Don't piss me off. Let's keep this between us, okay?
Max ammo!
Max ammo helps minimize freak bags. You trying to take me down? How's that working out for you? Not bad, Tank. Not bad at all. Take your legs elsewhere, you eight-legged spider fox!
Ammo!
Now I'm ready for all you motherless maggot munchers. Where's that swamp lughead at? This'll warm me up. Not that it's cold on this damn island.
Team Deathmatch.
Ready to bring the smoke.
Bringing the big guns. Nice.
Area is hot. Consider all contacts hostile.
Smoke.
UAV inbound.
Drop.
Hostile care package overhead.
Assault unit down.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Be advised, hostile lightning strike targeting.
Dead gone.
Be advised, hostile lightning strike.
Beacon system charged. Flame unit neutralized. Throwing chaos. Good effect. Good effect.
Fire break smoke.
Ready to hide the camouflage.
Friendly UAV inbound. UAV inbound. Hostile counter UAV above. Radar down. Hostile UAV spotted.
That works fine. They're done. Good effect. EKIA.
No sudden movements.
Stealth, speed, and surprise.
search and destroy. Eliminate the objectives. Bomb acquired. And that's how we do it. Get ready for the next round. Switching operation ready point. Defend the objectives. You're the last man standing. Show me grace under pressure. We're in the last seconds. Bring this home. Bomb active.
HCXD ready for tasking.
We took a beating, but we're not done yet. Bring it. Switching sides. Clear the objectives. We got the bomb. Bomb is armed.
Counter UAV on standby.
Bomb deactivated. We lost the battle, but the war goes on. Bring your A game. Switching sides. Protect the objectives. Drone overhead. Counter surveillance active. Midway, fuel check complete. It's all on you. Bring this home. Thanks for the work. Counter UAV departing AO.
Hostiles have destroyed your HCXD.
We took a beating, but we're not done yet. Bring it. Switching sides. Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired. Hostile HCXD in your AO. Hostile dart inbound. We took a beating, but we're not done yet. Bring it. Switching sides. Defend the objectives. Hostile Hellstorm overhead. The bomb has been planted. Bomb offline. Nice work, Black Ops. Get ready for the next round. Switching sides. Destroy the objectives. We got the bomb. Hostile HCXD in your AO. Charges acquired. Mission clock running down. We got the bomb. Bomb is armed. You're the last man standing. Show me grace under pressure. Charge is defused. We took a beating, but we're not done yet. Bring it. Switching sides. Protect the objective. Bomb active. Bomb defused. And that's how we do it. Get ready for the next round. Switching sides. Eliminate the objective. Bomb acquired. Bomb online. And that's how we do it. Get ready for the next round. Switching sides. Protect the objectives. It's all on you. Bring this home. Time's running out. Finish this. Ops, RTB for debrief.
Only way this ends is with you in a body bag.
You need fire support?
Uplink. Get the satellite to the uplink station. Friendly has the satellite drone. Satellite uploaded. Satellite drone reset. We have the satellite drone. Uplink. Satellite
Counter
drone
UAV on
reset.
standby.
In position, ECM. Friendly has the satellite drone. We have satellite uplink. UAV mission time. Satellite drone reset.
Guardian available.
We have the satellite.
Lightning strike on standby.
Hostiles have the satellite drone.
Now UAV power levels low.
Enemy uplink achieved. Satellite drone reset. Our team has the satellite. Uplink achieved. Satellite reset. Friendly has the satellite drone.
Lightning strike, fragging targets. No effect.
We have satellite uplink.
Whiskey, Tango, Fox.
Satellite drone reset. Exactly as briefed. Good work.
Finally, some action. Firebreak reporting in.
I'll take the job. Pray we never have caused stealth, speed, and surprise.
Route seek complete. Awaiting instruction.
Nomad ready.
Failure will not be tolerated.
Cyber Soldier, moving out.
My team is myself, Karma, Scump, and Crimsix. They've been Call of Duty gods for as long as I've known about Call of Duty.
We have like 4 of the best Call of Duty players to ever touch the game on consoles.
Crim is more the in-game leader. He goes over and gives the most advice.
Scump will be the guy who's just always throwing a joke in there, like just to like lighten up the mood. And Karma's just the guy who, when you know he's talking, it's something serious.
Then you have Formal, who's our AR player or assault rifle player. He's more of sit back, hold lanes. We go at each other's necks a little bit online. We're gonna fight, we're gonna butt heads, we're gonna have arguments. We're not gonna agree all the time.
Whenever there is a tense argument going on, I'm usually the guy that's like, bro, let's just relax. We're just 4 best friends.
We have a great time in and out of the game.
Goal this year is sort of to get revenge for last year. I think that everyone is still pissed off about the whole 7th place thing.
Going in with the best team that I've had at the Call of Duty Championships to have my worst placing, it was heartbreaking.
We made it to the finals of every tournament but that tournament.
No one else thought they could beat us. No one thought they could even touch us at a thing.
That's probably the most mad I've ever been in my life.
I think we all kind of learned last year what not to do this year. There's no way that we're going to have to happen again.
Two matches down here on day number 1 of the Call of Duty World League Stage 2, presented by the PlayStation 4. Revin, so far we've seen the longest possible series going all the way to Game 5, Round 11. And then we've seen a little bit more of a quick series with the 3-0
also
right
both
there.
Newcomers, you know, their debut in the Pro Division, they both come out with the win, so a good start for them.
Yeah, the new Challenge Division teams that have made it into the Pro Division definitely stepping up here on day number 1. But up next, we have 2 teams that are a little bit more familiar faces that we saw back in Stage 1. Luminosity Gaming going up against FaZe Clan. Looking forward to seeing how these 2 teams play. Obviously, these lineups, FaZe didn't really test out any new potential players on this team, but Luminosity, they've changed a little bit since Stage 1.
They have 2 new players that are going to be joining them. They get rid of Spacely, and they go ahead. They have Study now on the team, as well as TP to join Saints. So Luminosity, they make some changes. Let's see how it pays off. I haven't seen them scrim too much. You know, I was out of town over the weekend. I couldn't really watch too many streams. So I'm curious to see how TP fits into this role as well as Study. I think Study's a great player.
Yeah, most certainly looking forward to seeing how they play that one. Obviously, Saints still on this lineup. Not Proofy.
Yeah.
Right there. But Replays is the guy that I want to talk about on this team. He's someone who I think I critiqued a lot back in Stage 1. At times would definitely have his struggles. People always mention, you know, can him and Spacey pull the weight they need to? Can him and Spacey pull the weight they need to? Wondering how he fits in now with some different players.
Well, he also changes up his role when he first joined this team. You know, he moves to more of like an AR based. Now I don't really think he has to run that. I think he'd go back to more of an SMG, play hand in hand with TP. I mean, worst case scenario, you could always have Saints bring out an assault rifle if need be. Maybe on map 1, that's what we might see on a map like Fringe Hardpoint.
Definitely. Looking forward to seeing how this Luminosity team plays. But on the other side of things, though, it's FaZe Clan, a squad that has not changed at all from Stage 1. 4 players who are always consistent, but even with their known consistent history, they definitely had their ups and downs in Stage 1, Revin.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think it was kind of like a disappointing series for them to go up against Rise and just get 4-0'd like that. I thought, you know, they definitely could have shown a better performance. But this has been a solid team throughout all of Stage 1. As you're saying, sure, they've had some of their ups and downs, but a lot of that was due to their experimenting, you know, with roles, changing up how people play, what guns they use. I think now if we see them in Stage 2, they're going to look a lot better.
Looking forward to seeing how this team performs. The guy that always stepped up, though, in Stage 1 was Attach. Expect him to be that aggressive submachine gun player, always in the face of those subs on Luminosity Gaming. Looking forward to seeing, you know, how FaZe comes out of the gates here in Stage 2. We always mention how the end of Stage 1 didn't really finish out as they would have liked. A frustrating, I believe it was 4-0 loss to Rise Nation in that semifinals match. Obviously, Clayster was saying that he wasn't feeling well that day. He had a bucket next to him in case he felt like breakfast was coming back up. Expect FaZe to want to make a statement here to start off Stage 2.
Oh yeah, for sure. And speaking a bit more about Attach, there are times where like you and Maven will put him, up there in like your top 2 player list. And I certainly think that Attach is very talented in this game. I think for me, he's probably the most clutch player out there. You look at him, just like we saw from Havoc in those 1v1s, the 1v2s, he always seems to like make the right decision and make the kills that have a big impact on the game.
Oh, he most certainly is. That's why you got to love watching Attach, especially when he brings out the sniper rifle. A look at the best of 5 series. Remember, it's going to be Fringe, Stronghold, Infection, Fringe again, and then Redwood for your 5 maps. Typical game mode setup between these 2 squads. Revan, looking at this one, though, just overall, who do you think these maps favor?
Well, I think for the most part, this map pool favors like the assault rifle type of players. And going into this one, just because I'm not sure what I'm going to get out of Luminosity with those ARs, is Replay's going to be running one. Are they maybe going to have TP bring out one? That's what he has done in the past. Or maybe Saints brings out. I'm not too sure. Because I had these questions about this squad, I got to go with FaZe here.
All right, well, we are into the ban and protect for Fringe Hardpoint. And to kick things off, it's going to be another HC ban like always from the boys of FaZe. That has not changed from Stage 1. On the other side of things, though, Study electing to get rid of the overclock right off the bat.
So I'm curious with these new players coming into the league if they bring like a different mindset in terms of what do you want to ban out, what do you want to protect. So I'm curious to see maybe if FaZe are just kind of going to slow down this process just to have a chance to react to what maybe the new mindset of Study might bring to this team. But for the most part, things have been very standard. There go the tactical starting to be targeted. I believe that was Zuma that banned that one out. Expect to see him follow with the concussion. Curious to see what they ban out next.
Tacticals finally do go. It was something that I thought we'd see a little bit more getting banned out earlier on today. Now finally in our 3rd series, much more heavy focus on them from FaZe. No surprise there. Rapid fire goes. FaZe still electing to let their opponents be the ones to ban the rapid fire, the high caliber.
And I think whenever you do that, you gain a big upper hand in this whole process.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. As it's now down to Clayster and TP for your final 2 bans. There goes the Semtex. And then to finish things out, it's going to be Clayster. Where do you think he goes with this? Shiva, possibly. Does this Luminosity squad, though, strike you as a Shiva using team? Okay.
Study will definitely bring out the Shiva.
Okay, so he will get rid of the Shiva, targeting the ARs of the boys of Luminosity Gaming. And now into the Specialist draft, Kinetic Armor right away from Attach.
Yeah, all the main abilities make it through, right? So you're going to see Kinetic. You're probably going to see, I'd say Heat Wave. Maybe you go with 2 weapons. Maybe you pick up Camo. I think Camo's really good on a map like Fringe Hardpoint, specifically when you're moving from the 2nd to the 3rd Hardpoint. You're trying to get out through auto. You need something to help you out there. Camo, the perfect one to allow you to get into the hardpoint from auto.
Oh, definitely. Active Camo and Heat Wave still in play. Replays will go with that Tempest. I'm gonna bet my life on Clayster doing the same exact thing here for the boys on
Tempest over Scythe?
No! I bet my life and he picked the Scythe! I'm dead. This is it. This is my last cast. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for joining me on the broadcast.
Why did Clayster not pick Tempest?
Well, I still think the Scythe is really good, even though it's been nerfed quite some time. It's essentially been cut in half in terms of what we saw from it when the game first came out. But still, it's one of those things where maybe it's a little too good not to pick. Like, when you're posted up behind some good cover, you bring out the Scythe, you're just able to do so much with it.
But this is still Clayster, the guy who used it like every game at Stage 1, and him and Karma were the best 2 with it.
The thing is, usually we see Zuma picking up the Scythe, but because Kinetic Armor is available, I think that's what he decided to pick up. Regardless, he went with an ability over the weapon, so that's why Clayster decided, you're like, you know what, we need that staple weapon. That's been the one constant we've had in each and every game we've played in Hardpoint. Let's pick up the Scythe and make sure we have that to use.
Looks like it's more of a comfortable type thing out of the boys on FaZe Clan. Definitely makes sense there going into this map. You could take a look at the hardpoints. Revan, the one I really want to talk about is that first hardpoint.
The first one? Okay.
Between Luminosity and FaZe. Luminosity, a team that you expect them to try to send some players through possibly that rail side, try to catch an opponent off guard.
Kind of like what Havoc did at the beginning of this
Exactly.
match.
FaZe, though, who do you expect to be the ones to have to kind of react to that one if you're on FaZe Clan?
To react to that, it's going to be one of the more stationary players, depending on where Clayster's going to be at or Enable. Now, if you're going to ask me who on FaZe would do the exact same thing, it's got to be Zuma or Attach, probably Zuma. Every time I watch this guy play, I mean, I'm sure you guys dealt with it a lot during Advanced Warfare. He just always seems to be flanking somebody or coming up behind a player.
You know someone flanks a lot of the map when they made a darn T-shirt about it in his merchandise stuff. Zuma, always got to love what he's doing on the map. He's all about that aggressive type of play. We are loading into this first game, though. Looking forward to getting it started. It's going to be FaZe Clan versus Luminosity Gaming. Let's see if the roster changes impact this Luminosity squad at all. Let's send it over to Maven and Mr. X.
I find myself having a lot more energy. I'm much happier now, knowing this is Jack's final broadcast.
It's so exciting. I mean, you know, I was a little bit down. I
feel like you're glowing.
As soon as I heard about that, I just looked straight up. I was like, wow, that's amazing. Couldn't get better news.
Thank you, God, for taking Jack out here.
But we should have a good match, though.
I kind of agree with him, though. I do like seeing Clay with the Tempest, but like you mentioned, not going to use an ability. But Clay, I mean, he was a highlight machine with that thing at the Stage 1 finals.
Karma, Royalty, all three of those players, at least just off the top of my head, really stand out.
As casters, we really like the Tempest, all right?
Yeah. I like watching people get shot with electricity. But anyway, it's going to be TP and Study, new members of Luminosity. So that's something that I want to see, how they play
I'll
during
go right
this
over
match.
to Study.
And I thought Study was really good on Liquid, outside of, you know, all the last straight string of maps that they lost at the relegation tournament. But you see two nice shots there with the M8 early here from Study, and I think he can do some really nice things for the squad.
Yeah, he absolutely can. He is a phenomenal player. Love to watch what he's able to do on an individual basis. You know, really came alive for me as a sniper kind of in Ghost, but he has definitely developed into a more well-rounded player as we've gone through the remainder of the league. Let's go over to Zuma for a little bit. He's going to be on a 3 streak, kicking things off at 4-1. Now, what do you think about this FaZe team? They had a little bit of a disappointing result, obviously, at Stage 1. They get 4-0'd by Rise. I love that thankfully they keep the same roster, keep level heads, don't do anything drastic. But how do you feel about this squad overall going into Stage 2?
Look, I know this team has all the talent to be right out there with Optic and Rise. They just need to figure out who is doing what. Like, I don't think they've still figured it out. I mean, Enable, he was running an AR at the beginning, then he went over to a sub. He had Clay running a sub. He goes over to an AR. Zuma doesn't know what weapon he wants to use. I think they're still just trying to figure each other out and know what makes the most sense for them on this game. You see Enable actually in the kill feed with a Pharaoh, so he's going to be running an SMG.
Well, let's check. Let's hop over to Enable real quick. Let's check out the Pharaoh.
Yeah, I think this team just needs to figure out a play style that works. And I think they will. And I think the play for FaZe, at least probably what they're thinking is, hey, we know we have the talent to make it work. There's nobody else we really want to play with outside of us. Like, there's nobody else you can say, oh, man, we get drastically better if we play. Dramatically.
That's drastically and dramatically combined. I actually like that. Dramatically.
You know, you can combine words with BioLink. I can combine other words that don't make much sense.
That was a Maven word.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, that was 100% a Maven word. But you can't replace anybody on this roster and say it would be a huge upgrade outside of the guys on Optic Gaming, and you're not going to get one of those guys. So I think they know they have the talent. It's just how do they make it work, and I think they're really just looking towards the end of the year at Champs at that big money.
Couldn't agree with you more. Now, we did see Zuma kind of holding the back here, being really, really patient. He was able to pick the one off of Silos and then also grab one more rotating over from Glow, but it wasn't enough. You know, he was the only one really disrupting the back spawn area here, Matt. Sorry to kind of take over there and transition back to gameplay, but you know how important this actual spot is. When you're fighting for the back here, such a big part of the game. And now you see it's going to be TP's turn. TP, the newcomer here to Luminosity, tagging up one but not able to close out. He's got 2 players pushing him now. Not enough for the clip to finish it up. But so far, I mean, LG
they hung in there a little bit.
I mean, this is kind of what we saw. This is similar to Game 1. Remember, we saw